All right, welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into something that is literally a make or break capability for any successful organization out there right now: organizational resilience. With markets, tech, and even cyber threats shifting at warp speed, unexpected disruptions just pop up out of nowhere. And honestly, just to survive, let alone actually thrive, you're going to need a whole lot more than just a dusty backup plan.
Let's just go ahead and shatter the illusion of stability right off the bat. The reality? Organizations can no longer assume a steady state because uncertainty is permanent now. It's the new normal. We really can't just sit around waiting for things to calm down or go back to how they used to be because that's just not happening.
So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to cover the new permanent uncertainty, defining resilience, AI preparedness, leadership, and culture, and then wrap up with some really practical steps for leaders.
Starting off with Section 1, the new permanent uncertainty, where change is constant.
Think about the environment we're operating in right now. It's just constant disruption, right? We're talking rapid technological leaps, wild economic swings, supply chain shocks, and customer expectations that literally never stop evolving. Anticipation is the name of the game today. You've got to prepare in advance rather than just scrambling to react when things inevitably go sideways.
Moving into Section 2, defining organizational resilience and really thriving in change.
Now, this definition is absolutely critical. We defined organizational resilience as the ability to anticipate disruption, adapt quickly, recover effectively, and, here's the kicker, continue creating value regardless of changing circumstances. The huge takeaway here is that truly resilient organizations don't just, survive challenges. They actually improve because of them. It's like turning every single roadblock into a massive opportunity for long-term growth.
Which brings us to Section 3, how AI strengthens preparedness to detect and respond.
So you're probably wondering, how do we actually build this muscle? Well, AI acts as this incredibly powerful early warning system for your entire operation. Instead of constantly playing catch-up, AI lets you predict supply chain hiccups, sniff out cyber threats, and even forecast shifting customer demands in real time. It hands leaders the exact insights they need to act. Actually, let me rephrase that. It lets you act before a tiny little problem balloons into a total crisis. And organizations that are prepared like that, they just recover so much faster.
Section 4, the leadership and culture factor, the human element. But look, AI all by itself just isn't going to cut it. There's a core dynamic we have to recognize here. Technology absolutely supports resilience, but it's leadership that actually creates it. While artificial intelligence gives you all the data and support you could ever ask for, it's the visionary leadership at the top that truly anchors the ship. At the end of the day, an organization rarely becomes more resilient than its leaders. Why? Because leaders are the ones building the trust, setting the culture, and navigating the communication when things get messy. And leaders build that resilience by intentionally cultivating specific cultural traits. They're out there championing continuous learning and totally transparent communication. They smash down silos to get cross-functional teams collaborating seamlessly. By empowering their people to use data to solve problems and relentlessly focusing on the customer, they basically turn adaptability into a total superpower, a real competitive advantage. All right, let's get into Section 5, practical steps for leaders, specifically 5 questions you should be asking. Question number 1. What are our greatest business risks? You really need to sit down and ask your team this to immediately confront the biggest vulnerabilities your enterprise is facing today. You simply have to know exactly where you're exposed before you can even think about fortifying your defenses. Second, we're going to flip the lens externally and ask which disruptions could actually affect our customers. You want to pinpoint exactly how market chaos might disrupt the value you're delivering to your end users. Because let's face it, if your customers take a hit, you take a hit. Simple as that. Next up, you need to take a really critical, hard look at your flexibility. How quickly can we recover from operational interruptions? You've got to be incredibly honest with yourselves about your current recovery speed. Are you bouncing back in a matter of hours, or is it dragging on for months? Fourth, let's identify your unique edge. Which capabilities actually make us stronger during uncertainty? You want to look internally at the specific cultural traits or tech assets that help your teams really thrive when a disruption hits. Find those strengths, and honestly, just double down on them. Finally, we're looking to the future with question 5. What investments today will improve resilience over the next 5 years? Figure out exactly where you need to allocate your strategic resources right this second to guarantee that long-term stability. Let me tell you, hashing out these 5 questions with your team this week is going to reveal some massive strategic priorities for your whole enterprise.
Let's bring it home with Section 6, our summary. The blueprint for the future enterprise. Building the enterprise.
Look, future-ready enterprises absolutely know they can't just wave a magic wand and eliminate uncertainty. So instead, they build organizations fully capable of thriving right in the middle of it. And pulling that off requires a complete toolkit. We're talking visionary leadership and a rock-solid culture, perfectly merged with artificial intelligence and real operational agility. You really need that human vision and technological power working in total harmony. You have to prepare today so you can confidently lead tomorrow. I'm going to leave you with this one final provocative thought. The strongest organizations aren't those that avoid disruption. They're the ones that learn, adapt, and emerge stronger every single time. So don't waste your energy trying to dodge change. Honestly, it's impossible anyway. Instead, figure out how your organization can actually use it as fuel to emerge stronger than ever before. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. Take these insights, get them in front of your leadership team, and start building your resilience today.